Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today's video is my Pandora February 2025 hits and misses. I want to start with the Pandora bracelets that I wore last month. And this first design that you're looking at definitely fits the love theme, but really it can be worn year round. And like I mentioned, this bracelet is full of love. There's so many things on here that have a personal meaning to me. This first charm right here is the Lucky Charm, and this is a Disney charm, but it represents my dog. And he is black and white. He's definitely a different coloring, and I love this charm. I love how the ears are perked up. My dog does the exact same. This next charm also says it all, just like I mentioned. It says, "I love my dog," right on the bail. I really like the script that Pandora used for the letters. And then we've got the little dog bone with CZs. This charm here, I'm not sure if it's still available with Pandora. I think it is. I think it's such a beautiful charm with the red CZs outlining the heart and the infinity symbol. You've got the infinity symbol on the sides, and then you also have it repeating on both ends. So it doesn't matter which way this charm flips, it's going to be the exact same, and it's gorgeous. And I love that there's no inscription on this one. And then we come to these Muranos, which is a matte glass. You can see that I'm starting to get faint little marks on the matte glass, but it's wearing fairly well. The beautiful part of this Murano is the little heart cutouts along the sides, and it matches on both ends. This charm is so unique. Pandora doesn't do a lot of these openable charms anymore with multiple pages. So we've got a photo album that says "Our Family." And as you open it, it says, "To my mother for yesterday," with little handprints. And then the next page, and this one opens just a little bit more difficult. It says, "For today and forever." And I think this is such a beautiful charm. It doesn't snap shut completely. And then the back of the charm says, "Thank you." So I'm not going to go through all of these charms, but obviously this one represents my family. The clip, the explosion of love clip, I want to call it. I love all the different variations of light pink to dark pink to red in the center. This is an older two-tone with a little gold heart among some mother of pearl. This one here is a really nice dangle, and I think it's still available with Pandora, but it says, "My wife always." And then this is actually a Disney charm, Beauty and the Beast charm with the roses. This one here, like, I'm not a blingy bling person, and this one has a lot of bling, but I love this charm. I love all the different colors of CZs and the raised hearts. This is the Love Potion charm, and it is so beautiful. Pandora retired it now. But you can see the little bottle, how it's filled up, and it just has that swirly effect, like it is having like a potion inside of it. This one also is a mother of pearl. It says, "Family forever and always." So the center of my bracelet, I did try to keep more family themed. And then you've got the little family tree, and it just shimmers. It's so pretty. At the end of this bracelet, I've got another family tree. Together is my favorite place to be. And this one actually represents friends, the friends in our life. And then these two charms are a gift from Riri. This one here, and with the heart and the beautiful CZ in the center. Pandora University, and I like to think that I am a proud graduate. And then a clip at the end. This is my hearts and flowers bracelet. So I think all of the charms on here either are going to be a heart or a flower. And just taking a look at it, yes, that is correct. So this bracelet design features two of these pink roses. And then I've got two dangles right there. And so I recently shared this bracelet design, so I'm not going to go over all of the charms, but in the center is the extra large silver heart that's engraved with my husband's nickname, and I call him Karma. And then at the other side is his nickname for me. And switching to a totally different theme, I wore my Star Wars bracelet in February and actually wore this one multiple times, and I received a lot of compliments on this bracelet design. This one here is my black and gold. Maybe I was inspired by the gold in here because gold is so popular right now. So this is my black and gold Star Wars bracelet design. I really like the balance on here, and this one is a definite permanent design. The other Star Wars bracelet design I have is different from this one in that it features more light, bright, and white charms, and even a little pop of orange over here. And of course, I'm showing it backwards. So I have these little mini white Muranos on here, and I think it looks really good with this charm right in the center. And I do have other little touches of color like BB-8 and right in the center here, this little swamp scene. So, and I think that's it for color, but these are my two Star Wars bracelet designs, and I did make a point of wearing them in February. And this is another bracelet that I wore in February, and I refer to this one as my Red Robin bracelet. I created this one last year, and I really like it, and I probably will keep this one permanent. So it has no dangles. It does have CZs, but yet I don't find this one too dressy. Like, I will still wear it on casual occasions. It's such a pretty bracelet design for me because it has so many different shapes and textures. It combines a lot of older charms, and yet I think there's still some fairly newer charms on here. Like, I'm combining some CZ filled charms like this pave one over here with a lot of texture and some older clips as well. So this one I refer to as my Red Robin bracelet. And I like to wear this one as spring is approaching because I have a little game that I've had since I was a kid with my dad. And now I do it with my kids, where we always try to spot the first robin of spring. My dad has already spotted a robin, but I have as yet not, and neither have my kids. So we will see when one appears in our neighborhood. So this little red robin features a heart on his chest with red CZs. That color of red CZs is matched with this apple over here and this ladybug. And I like these three charms right in the center of the bracelet. And then I've got the little spacers in between. I sure hope that Pandora will create more spacers in the future because it's nice to break up the charms with a little bit of something, but yet not a full charm. And then at this end of the bracelet, you can see I have even more spacers with this one and this one. This was the Majesty spacer. Other highlights of this bracelet are these beautiful lotus clips, and these are gorgeous clips if you can find them. They're long retired. And then I've got the maple leaf, and this large flower is absolutely beautiful. On the other side of this bracelet, I have a few charms that are a little bit different. So I do have some symmetry with the spacers, but then I can't remember the name of this charm, but it's so pretty, the way that beaded silver lines go across the CZ or the crystal inside. This is the birdhouse, and look how, like, such a beautiful job Pandora did with the wood design, the grains of the wood. And then it says Sweet Home on the other side. So I thought the birdhouse was a nice touch to add in with the robin. Next, I want to share the new charms that I've added to my collection. This is the only pre-loved charm that I added in February. And this is the two-tone letter charm. So you can see the letter D is in 14 karat gold, not gold plated. And then you've got it offset with some silver Ds. And let me just show you the hallmark. The hallmark is really faded right there. So when I received this one in the mail, I was a little bit taken aback because I thought these charms were bigger. So I sure do hope this is authentic. And I'll be doing a little bit of research on this one. If you have this one in your collection, the two-tone letter charms, are they about this size? I know it's kind of hard to see when it's on a video, but I thought these charms were just a little bit bigger. I also purchased this ring in February, and unfortunately it's too small for me. It was a little bit of a guess from the seller what size this ring was. So I took a chance because I can wear anything from a size 5 to a size 8 with my fingers. Like I'm all the sizes. But this ring, unfortunately, is a little bit too small. And the problem with some of the older rings is they didn't put the size inside of the ring. Like if I had known, because it is a wider band, and I believe this one is called the Ocean Swirls ring. So there's no size inside these older rings. So it was a bit of a guess, a bit of a gamble, and unfortunately it didn't pay off. But this ring does fit my pinky finger. I don't know, it's a little bit chunky for me for a pinky ring finger. So unfortunately, I either will be rehoming this ring or I'll need to get it resized at my jeweler's. But fortunately, this next ring is a total hit. This is the Glorious Blooms ring, and I found this one in Pandora's outlet store in Vancouver. And as soon as I saw it, it was like only in the $25 range, I want to say. I knew right away I wanted this ring because I remember Debbie and Scuba Dude showing this ring and I thought it was just stunning, and it's so different. So here is the ring right here in my catalog. So you can see that the original price was $110. So this ring was such a great price, and it's so comfortable. Like at first you would think that the sides of the flower would dig into your fingers on either side, but it doesn't, and it's so comfortable, and I received so many compliments on this ring. I've also been really enjoying these gold bangles that Pandora released for the free bangle promo. I think these bangles are currently on sale for either 50% off or 30% off in Pandora's Last Chance section. So when I initially ordered the bangles, I did receive 2 of the gold bangles in different sizes. One of my order was partially refunded, but Pandora did still send me the bangle even though I didn't meet the minimum spend. So I was very fortunate that I managed to get 2 of these gold bangles. You can see the celestial heart design, and it's kind of got like a starburst effect with little stars and CZs swirling around inside that heart. And no inscription on this one. On the back of the heart, you still have some stars with cutouts or with the CZ. So this is the smaller bangle, and I like to wear this one with other slimmer designs when I want the bracelet to stay in place. And then this is the larger of the bangles, the size medium. And this one I enjoy because I like to see it move up and down my arm while I'm wearing either a simple bracelet like this one that stays in place, and this one just kind of freely floats around. So I really enjoy having both of these. I have a feeling Pandora always does a free Mother's Day bangle promo as well, with a minimum spend, and I have a feeling there's going to be a gold version there. But being that I have this heart design with the little stars, I'm going to try to be strong and not partake in that promo. I know it's coming up and I'm already talking myself out of it. But being that I have these 2, I just don't think that I need more gold bangles in my collection. But we will see once the promo comes. I recently shared this bracelet design featuring Pandora's Love Cube, and this one is a new bracelet design I created in February, so I thought I would just briefly show it in this video. And this one I call my toy box design because my kids didn't have a playroom. They had a toy box, but really the playroom was the whole house, everything scattered. This here is a bracelet design just kind of featuring some of Pandora's more playful charms and just things that remind me of what a toy box would have inside of it. So it features the Love Cube right in the center, and right now I really enjoy this bracelet design. I do like creating playful designs like this one, and I have a feeling the charms will rotate in and out, but the bracelet design theme will probably stay. Next, I want to share with you Pandora bracelet designs that I want to update or change. This one here is my blue winter design. I kind of want to make it more celestial themed so that I can wear it year round. I do want to take these large dangles off, and I found this moon was starting to catch on different knit sweaters that I had, so it was starting to irritate me and I stopped wearing this bracelet as a result. I want to take the more winter charms off of it and replace with celestial themes so that it can be a year-round bracelet design. and maybe even eliminate some of the dangles or just keep one or two dangles. I'm finding that I really enjoy wearing bracelets without the dangles because they just kind of go with any occasion, and they're easier for me to kind of match up with a bangle if I wanted to stack bracelets. This is my newest Disney bracelet. It's Mickey and Minnie, and it features that deep blue combined in with gold. So not all of these charms on here are Disney, but there is a fair representation, and it's kind of inspired by these two charms right here. So here we have the crescent moon, and you've got that beaded detail around this really neat looking matte blue. I believe they call this bioresin, so I'm not sure what it actually is, but the name isn't fancy, but the charm is. I just think it looks so unique combined in with the gold. And then you've got a little star at the bottom. And then this other little dangle right here. Again, they're on a crescent moon, and this time we're surrounded by gold with some blue CZs. And that crescent moon does spin, and then the back doesn't have the blue. So with this bracelet, I want to take it off of this clasp right here. This is like a bracelet that doesn't have any clip stations. I want to add it to a celestial theme clasp that I have. And then I was also wanting to add in some dangles. These are the Disney 100 dangles that I've been collecting with the 70% off sale. They're such a great value at 70% off. So I want to add in at least Mickey and Minnie and maybe even Donald Duck to this design. I think it will match really nice because these are kind of like a highly polished silver combined in with gold. And so I think it's going to match well with like the newer charms that Pandora has with Mickey and Minnie. The next bracelet that I want to change, and I've talked about this I think in my last hits and misses video, I just haven't done it yet because I'm finding it hard to take apart this bracelet design. This is my Beauty and the Beast bracelet design, and I do have some charms on here that aren't Disney. So Pandora recently released this red rose heart, and at first I was thinking that I can add it into this Beauty and the Beast bracelet, and I think it would look beautiful with this bracelet. However, I have this little white pearl rose right here and this little rose dangle and just a few other charms that I just keep thinking to myself would make a really nice spring and summer bracelet design. So I don't think I'll be adding this red rose to this bracelet. Instead, I'm going to be taking the design apart. And I do have another charm in my collection that when I was doing my leather bracelets, I showed a leather bracelet design that features this fuchsia heart right here. And I believe Pandora named this one the Shape of Love, and it's actually a crystal. And it just reflects the light so beautifully. You can see how it just shimmers because it's faceted. And the crystal on this heart matches so pretty with this little charm right here that features the rose cut out in the center and then also along the edges. So I was thinking that I'll leave the yellow rose or maybe pull it off, but I was thinking of adding in this fuchsia rose right here and just updating this design a little bit and taking some other charms apart. So while I was looking at this fuchsia heart and realizing again just how beautiful this charm is, I was thinking about other charms that Pandora created using these crystals. And I do have others in my collection in this leather bracelet design. So this one I've got the 2 orange, and they used to call this one the scuba blue. And I think they're so beautiful, especially the orange, how it looks outside in the sunlight. I don't think Pandora created any others of this shape with the crystals and the faceting. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if they did to your memory. I just can't recall any, and I just think these are so stunning. With their heart designs, Pandora seems to be focusing more on the enamel hearts, and I do have the one in red that is threaded. Pandora now makes this one non-threaded, and I just want to show a little bit of the size comparison. This fuchsia heart here is quite a bit bigger than the enamel heart, and it's also threaded, and look at the sides of the charm, how much more silver we had then. You can see the hallmark really clearly. compared to what Pandora does now. So I thought that was interesting. They're using a little bit less silver and the charms are getting a little bit smaller. And I also want to point out what is a miss. I have worn this bracelet a few times. This is my bracelet I call it my Pooh Bear bracelet because that's my dog's nickname, and this bracelet is dedicated to my dog. And I've worn this bracelet a few times. I really like the colors of the black and the gold, and I just like the combination of these charms. But do you see right here at the bottom of the heart? Do you see that little dent as I rotate it? It's not a scratch. I'm gonna see if I can get a better shot of it on camera. It's right there. And as I rotate the charm, it does show up, especially when you're outside. So it's not a scratch, it's more of a ding. And I know that wasn't there when I first purchased this charm. So it's definitely some wear and tear, but it must have dinged really easily because I don't recall kind of like an accident happening while I was wearing this bracelet. Or, you know, sometimes you know when you bang something really hard. I don't recall that happening. So that is a bit of a miss for me, for sure. And before I end this video, I just want to show this Disney Mickey love charm. It's basically the fuchsia heart with Mickey Mouse hugging the heart from behind. So it looks like Pandora just somehow attached Mickey Mouse. This charm I've had in my collection for a very long time, and I've set it aside in my to sell pile to find a new home for this charm. But I just have such a hard time actually listing this one for sale because it is so unique. And I really like the back of this charm. I like how they included his pants with the buttons there and the gloves. And I just think it's so well done. But for some reason, I've never been able to find a home for this charm. So that is my Pandora February 2025 hits and misses video. A few little misses, nothing major, but definitely a lot of hits. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I would love to have you here at my channel. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.